Are any of you guys worried about what's happening in the world right now? I mean, have people gone mad? From all the terrorist attacks in Paris, Nice, and then Germany, to the police shootings here in the US. I mean, execution style? Sniper style? What's going on out there? There's so much anger, fear, anxiety, and sadness in the world. Can you feel it? I know I can. And my clients have been coming in this week suffering with neck pain, headaches, back pain, unable to sleep. I know my stomach was in knots this week. Every single time I hear a siren on the street, I'm actually checking my Twitter feed to see if I need to escape from something that's actually happening here in New York City. It's a scary world right now. It's a different world right now. And the question is, how is it affecting you? Are you even aware of it? How it could be affecting your body, your life, and even your relationships. You're connected to the internet, and this stuff, this information, guys, is coming to you all the time. You can't stop it. You're exposed to it, whether you like it or not. But the same way that you're connected to the internet and this negative information, I'm connecting with you right now. And I'm hoping to give you some relief and some support. My name's Lara, and I'm an energy expert, and I help my clients understand the energies that are facing them in the world, the stressors that are coming to them, and how to balance their bodies and their lives in the face of this, no matter what is happening. So no matter what's happening in the world, you can ground yourself and make decisions about what you want to do next that you're proud of and that you can feel secure and safe in. See, what happens when you're hearing all this information is your body goes into a sympathetic nervous system response, a fight, flight, or freeze response. And what happens in your body from a physiologic standpoint is that blood rushes from your brain to your limbs and your cardiovascular system to power your fight or your escape from danger. Now, if you're in the middle of a terrorist attack, if you knew anybody in Nice, those physiologic reactions can actually save your life. But if you're like me here in New York City, watching all this on television, those reactions are just going to pull vital energy from your digestive system, your immune system, and make it really, really hard for your body to rest, make it hard for you to sleep, and actually restore every night. It's tough. They're also possibly causing real neck tightness and back tightness and muscular aches and pains in your body. This week, I had clients coming in complaining that they couldn't go to sleep at night. One of them really had a hard time. Her heart was racing. She could hear it in her head when she tried to lay down and go to sleep. In a sympathetic nervous system response, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure increases, and these sensors in your lungs actually activate so that you're taking in more oxygen with every single breath, so that more oxygen can go to your brain and you can be more alert. Sounds actually become sharper, your eyesight becomes more accurate, and you're able to see better. All of your senses are actually heightened and sharpened. That's why you might actually have a harder time getting to sleep at night, because you are actually more alert in this state, and you may actually be hearing things you might not normally hear. I know my stomach was also in knots this week, because when you're in a sympathetic response, guys, energy goes from your digestive system and your immune system to power your muscles and your heart. My husband was complaining of having a sore throat and he was afraid he was going to get sick. So, when this energy also goes to your muscles, it can actually cause tightness. When you haven't needed to release this muscular energy that you're now getting from your body to fight or flight, it stays in your muscles. So we've got to find a way to alleviate these responses in your body. And we can't always go jump outside of a taxi or out of our office, run around the block and come back to release that energy. But we can actually do some exercises that are going to use the Chinese meridian system, which has been a very vital form of medicine for hundreds of thousands of years in the Asian world. And we can calm our stress responses, bring energy back to our immune systems, digestive systems, and help our body rest and restore in the balance in the face of all of this stuff out there in the world, guys. I'm going to show you those exercises in a minute. But I also want to make you aware of something really important too. Your mindset. All of this stress has a tendency to just make you react in ways that you maybe wouldn't otherwise. And not only can affect your body, but it can seriously affect your relationships as well. And I certainly don't want you to ruin anything or cause any stress with the ones you love or the people with which you work. Your jobs and your relationships with your family and friends are important. There's no reason to let this stuff affect it. Just the other day, I found my own self affected by it. I was in the grocery store and I had been hearing all of this bad news over the weekend. It was Monday night, I had a tough day at work, and I am bombarded by people, crowds of people in the grocery store. Luckily, I only needed a few things, and I saw that there was a line free that wasn't too long in the section I was in. I get up to the end of the line and it says, oh, only 5 items are allowed in this line. And I look down at my basket, oh God, I have 6. And I think, oh, it's okay. I'll just leave one in at the register if the cashier won't let me actually do my 6, cash out with my 6 items. When I get there, even after making this decision and being calm with it, the cashier says something to me, and I immediately have an attitude saying, well, I can put one back if I need to. And technically, I have 4 of the same items, so it's really, technically, fewer items than 6. Now, why was I being such a jerk? Immediately after I said that, I apologized. I was so sorry that I had reacted that way. And as I'm walking out of the store, I'm going, why am I acting this way? Where is this anger and blame coming from in me? And I realized that some of this stuff was affecting me too. So instead of mindlessly watching CNN that night, I asked my husband to actually watch it in the living room versus the bedroom. And I had a nice dinner and got myself ready for bed earlier, did some energy work, actually some of the exercises I'm going to show you right now to calm myself down, so that then I could have a restive and restorative sleep and wake up feeling refreshed versus anxious and nervous as I had the previous morning. Another one of my clients came in this week with another complaint. She'd had a huge fight with her husband. She's in social media, actually owns a really successful social media company, and she had been bombarded with this information all day and wanted to react to people's opinions online, was really getting frustrated and angry not being able to, or keeping herself from doing it, and instead came home and blew up at her husband for not a good reason. And so this is how this stuff can actually affect your personal relationships, guys. Another one of my clients got into a huge fight with her business partner. She was blaming him for all kinds of things. And guys, whenever we blame anyone for anything, whether it's the cashier at the register who's just trying to do her job, or your husband for harmlessly leaving maybe a dish in the sink, or any of your business associates for maybe forgetting to do something, what you're doing is you're handing them your power. You're actually handing over all your power and you're making yourself a victim. Because when you're blaming someone else, you are not in the headspace to do anything to change the situation. And the crazy thing is this is exactly the mindset that ISIS and terrorists are actually preying upon. ISIS has been the most successful taking over countries in the world where there is war and social unrest and people feel afraid, unsafe, and vulnerable and angry. They basically promise people support, protection, and they win them over on an ideology that is going to make them feel a part of something bigger than themselves. Same thing's happening in the States. They're actually reaching people via social media that, again, feel alone, unsafe, unsecure, and left behind. What if the cashier that I actually was bullying for no reason whatsoever had been talking to an ISIS online recruit, and my interaction with her could have been the thing that maybe pushed her over the edge? See, these Americans, they're so entitled and angry. Or maybe my apology made her think twice about what she was contemplating doing. So the way that you're actually functioning in the world can make a difference, guys. Just by taking responsibility for your own emotions, releasing them with the exercise I'm about to show you, and then deciding the way you want to act in a way that is actually in alignment with your personality, your beliefs, and your heart, is how we individually can be the change we all want to see in the world. So with that, I'd like you to actually think about just how all this is making you feel inside. If you feel it somewhere in your body, if you think about one of these attacks or the police shootings or the black violence that's happening out there, everybody's life matters, guys, really does. But think about how all of this turmoil has made you feel. And then take your hands and you're just going to actually take them on your temples and start rubbing your temples, just like this. And what you're doing here when you're doing this is you're sedating a meridian, the triple warmer meridian, that actually is the meridian that sends energy to the rest of your body to start a fight, flight, or freeze reaction. So as we sedate it, we're telling your body that you're actually okay. There's no lion, tiger, or bear or terrorist chasing you, and you can relax so that you can make better decisions. They're not reactive, but are actually in alignment with the way you want to be in the world. So just gently start rubbing over your ears with a circular fashion, just like this. Right over the back of your ears. And then you're going to go down the back of your neck and off your shoulders. Then you're going to trace over your ears, down your shoulders. Again, over your ears, down your shoulders, over your ears. And I just took a deep exhale. It was really nice. If you yawn or exhale, that's just your body releasing and moving into a parasympathetic, restive, or restorative state. It's working. Then you're going to take your fist, you're going to place them right on your rib cage, and you're going to tap the rib cage. These are actually liver and spleen points that help you digest your food and also help you digest all of this emotion. So just tap that. It's going to give you some energy too. And then just take a breath. Now take your middle finger, you're going to place it inside your belly button, the other one in between your eyebrows. You're going to pull up on both of these points. You may feel your body want to take another deep breath and exhale. You're connecting the central and governing meridians in the Chinese system, which helps to ground you, stabilize your system, and help you feel more balanced and secure in your own body. Now take your fingertips right on your pubic bone and then slowly trace up the center line and twist right above your lips. When we're doing this, we're actually strengthening that central meridian and drawing an energetic line between you and the rest of the world. So if anyone around you is reacting, you'll be less likely to take on those negative energies. Now, if there's any other emotions that you still feel in your body or any other tightness, I want you to think about it, feel where you feel it in your body, and we're going to tap just like this. Even though I feel this feeling in my body, or this tightness or constriction, I can accept my feelings and I'm willing and ready to release them right now. Switch hands. Even though I'm feeling these feelings or tightness in my body, I'm ready, willing, and able to release them right now. Now keep feeling the feeling or the tightness and focus on where it is and tap in between your eyebrows and just think to yourself, I am ready, willing, and able to release this feeling or tightness in my body now. I am ready, willing, and able to release these feelings or this tightness in my body right now. As I release it, I know I can get back to my center and more consciously think about what I want to do next. As I release these feelings, I can regain my own emotional control and decide what the next best step is for me to take in my life. How I want to take care of myself through this process. And also, how I can be more effective in the next steps, in the next hours, in the next days of my life. I am in control of my emotions, my choices, and my life. So despite whatever is happening right now, I can release these emotions with these exercises, get back to my center, think about what I want, and then take the actions that are in alignment with that and make me feel powerful, confident, and true to myself. I don't know about you, but I feel much, much better, much calmer, and much more grounded in my own body. This is how you can release any of the emotions that are coming up for you in the face of anything that's happening in the world, guys. And I challenge you to do this. Use this video again and again. And then think about what you want next, the actions you can take to get it, and then get into action, guys, because that's how you're going to get what you want and be the change that you do want to see in this world. Please, guys, if you like this video, you can go ahead and like it at the bottom. Leave us questions or comments. I'm happy to get back to you. And I'm wishing you guys much peace and hoping these tools empower you in your life so that you can stay strong and your best self always. Much love.